welcome to my bathroom. I'm honestly a little sick, which is why my voice sounds like this. I've honestly been sick on and off, literally like for maybe a month. I like got sick, I was a little better, and then now I'm sick again. So it is what it is. So my profession during the day is a skin technician, and it has honestly been so rewarding and just very educational, and I feel like it's given me such a higher up in terms of understanding my skin, how to heal it, what to do when my skin goes total haywire and it needs a little bit of some TLC. I had amazing skin all throughout like my childhood, high school, and then after high school when I graduated, that is sort of when it really hit the ceiling, let's just say. And I had no idea how to fix it. I thought that I was a skin guru. I knew what I was doing with my skin, but I didn't have the proper education. And at the time, I wasn't a skin technician, so I didn't really know what to do. I would search things up, Google it, but Google, the websites and people, especially if you're not certified and you are just sort of like playing around with things, you're not going to get the best information. And also people like to lie, or they give you information that works well for their skin, but it might not work the best for you. So all in all, I am a skin technician, and I guess this is how I have healed my skin, and this is sort of like my skin journey. I used to have so much cystic acne, like it used to hurt. I went on Accutane twice, and I still have recurring pimples. And before anyone says, oh, you have to change your diet, you have to drink more water, you have to sleep more, very irrelevant. I have being in the skin industry, I have looked at skincare and that whole entire industry a lot differently. It's not what you think. It's not, I should drink more water, I should apply this, or I should apply that. I should start using organic skincare, which is total BS and just a marketing term. So we'll get into that a little bit later. But I do not subscribe to any of that stuff. I'm gonna start with a really good cleanser. This is by EXO, which is where I work at, and my skin's a little bit oily, dry combination. I have a little bit of everything, acne, skin, yada yada yada. I do like reading the ingredients because it does say and give you a lot of information on what you can sort of look forward to, what it can do for your skin. Also like reading packages and things like, oh, it's good for acne skin, really good for super dry skin, like that can help too, but ultimately I really like looking at the ingredient. It has aloe glycerin, so it's really nice and hydrating, and I feel like it won't strip your skin of anything. So yeah. What I like to do is I like to get my skin wet first, and then I have like the whole entire get up, like the wristband, the headband type thing. Not that I have much hair anyway, but just keeps things a little bit clean. So yeah, I like to emulsify a little bit in my hands with water. And just literally, yeah, go to town. And not a lot of people know this, but you technically should be cleaning like the backs of like your ears, your neck, literally your neck. Because I put skincare and like all my stuff down my neck too, because your neck is part of your face, To set your skin up for success, having a really good cleanser and a cleansing routine is optimal for skin health, because you want to just sort of like rid your skin of any debris and all that jazz. Technically cleansing for like 30 seconds to a minute is ideal, but sometimes I'm in a rush, so I don't always do that. But when I can, I do it. I think that's pretty much good now. I'm just gonna rinse off. And I always pat dry my face. I don't ever pull or anything. I use Paula's Choice azelaic acid. Sort of comes in like this little tube thing. I've worked my way up, so now I can use this every day, but I used to start like twice a week in the mornings for like a month or so, and then now I can sort of like use it every day. This azelaic acid is the best for sensitive skin, I would say. Some people use this if they have rosacea. Azelaic acid is a really gentle, like the most gentle exfoliating acid that you can find. Obviously there is pharmaceutical ones that you can get as well with a prescription, but 10% is like enough for me. I don't need to do anything crazy or go up a percentage or anything, but azelaic acid is the best. It also helps with reducing red spots. I have post-inflammatory erythema, so I don't necessarily have hyperpigmentation that you would see on people where it has like dark spots. There's like a few, but I have more erythema, and those are like the spots that are like a little bit more red. So azelaic acid can help calm that redness down. It also has licorice root and salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is just really good for just clearing out the pores. It's a BHA, the only BHA, so keeps my pores nice and clean. Licorice root is really good for brightening the skin. That's what I'll use. I'll use like a pea size, and then like sort of everywhere, like my face to my neck. What I'll go in with is my little Green Pea Galaxy moisturizer. This is really good for sensitive, red skin, and it's really good for like calming any type of any skin inflammation. If your skin's really matte, this is a really good moisturizer to use. Just like one pump and just literally pat all over my face. I like using this because it has green pea polyphenols and green tea, really good for calming. I think this also has allantoin, but it's really good for calming the skin. It has panthenol, so like B5, really good for building up the skin barrier. The last thing I do, because it is super duper dry, and no matter how much lotion or cream I put on, I need like a really thick moisturizer to just sort of seal it in. So I use Vanny cream, and I just got this from Walmart, honestly. I can't really use CeraVe because it just sort of occludes my skin. You can totally do this, like it's not illegal to layer moisturizers. I know some people that like layer moisturizers throughout the day, but to be honest, at that point, like you should be changing your moisturizer if you feel the need to like reapply it all the time. Not that you can't do it, but it's also a sign that you should probably change up your moisturizer and sort of see like if it's a lotion or a cream. They're two different things. Once I feel super duper moisturized, I don't feel freaking tight or dry, I then go in with some sunscreen. I got this in Vegas when I went. I really wanted to try this out. So I got this one, and this is not the Western one. I know that at Costco they sell something like this, the Biore UV Aqua Rich or whatever, but that one is Western. It is a North American formulation. You can tell if it's an American formulation just by the ingredients they use. Like they'll use things like, I don't know, off the salads and like homo salad or something like that, like oxybenzone. You know, like when you read typical sunscreens, that's what it says on the back. Korean, Japanese, Asian skincare is gonna have different active ingredients in there. So that's sort of how you can tell. But it is technically supposed to be like a chemical sunscreen, but their chemical sunscreens don't sting my eyes. North American sunscreens do if it is a chemical sunscreen, and I don't like that. I use like 2 finger lengths, but because I know how much I'm using, I like, it should be like a 1/4 teaspoon to your whole face, and then bring it to your neck and stuff too. For my lips, I love using Aquaphor. And this is like my cut up tube because I'm trying to like scrape out literally like every last bit in here. So I use Aquaphor. I don't really like Vaseline, although some people use Vaseline, but it doesn't work for me. That is sort of my skincare routine. If you guys like this, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.